Second segment now, which is going to be talking about the American League games of yesterday and just all the action that happened there. But before we do that, I would like to ask you again to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so to ensure that your question does get read on the air, please use the link gsmcpodcast.net. Really does help the show, and it really does mean a lot, so thank you so much for that. And let's go into our second segment of the day. As we talked about, it is going to be talking about the American League games of yesterday and just the action that happened there. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first game we have here is going to be Guardians and Astros. These two teams going at it to, one team that is heavily exceeding expectations, one team that, to be polite, is not. So I think we all know about the Astros nowadays. We don't have to go too deep into it. So, yeah, let's start off with the scoring, and that would open up in the top of the first with a Josh Naylor 3-run home run. His 7th of the year, having an amazing season so far for the Guardians. Bottom of the third, Alex Bregman, though, would answer right back for the Astros, hitting his own 3-run home run. His first of the year somehow has had a really rough start of it. Potentially could feeling the pressure right now of being a free agent next offseason and getting all that money and kind of, not wanting to screw up, but he's kind of overthinking it. He could be that, but first home run of the season, good for him to finally get that on the board. So it is 3-3 now. Bottom of the fourth, Joey Loperfido would hit an RBI single to score Tyler Freeman and Kyle Tucker to make it 5-3 Houston. Loperfido is the Astros' first baseman going forward after Jose Abreu was sent down by them because of his struggles. The bottom of the fourth as well, John Singleton would hit a 3-run home run, 8-3 Cleveland. Singleton is also a guy who's going to be in the first base rotation with Abreu now down in West Palm Beach, so that should be interesting. But great start by the Astros to get out in front early, 8-3, after the Guardians got out to a 3-0 lead. But the Guardians would not be done at all. Top of the sixth now, Andres Jimenez would hit a 2-run home run, his first of the year, to make it 8-5. Then Estevan Florial would hit a 3-run shot in the same inning, scoring Tyler Freeman and Will Brennan to make it 8-8, tying up the game. An amazing job by this Guardians offense. It really just does not quit. Top of the 10th now, David Fry would hit an RBI double to make it 9-8, scoring Josh Naylor. Again, great job by the Guardians offense to get ahead and take the lead. But unfortunately, in the bottom of the 10th, Victor Caratini would hit a 2-run home run to make it 10-9 Houston, his second of the year. And that would be a walk-off, and they would end up winning this game 10-9, of course. So, good job of the Guardians offense to come back, but the Astros in the end would win the game and take it from the Guardians. For the Astros, they had on the mound Hunter Brown. He went 5 1/3 innings pitch, giving up 5 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Having an awful season so far, almost a 10 ERA and a pretty good amount of starts. So, yeah, definitely needs to pick that up. For the Guardians, they had on the mound Carlos Carrasco, who went 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 home runs, a 7 ERA in the season now. Started off really well, but having his role be more of a impact for the Guardians has really not made him do well now. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. Next, we're going to be talking about Yankees and Orioles. These two teams would be playing, two AL East teams. The Orioles won the first game of the series, so Yankees looking to get it right back. Bottom of the second, Jordan Westburg would hit an RBI fielder's choice, which would score Anthony Santander after throwing error by Gleyber Torres to make it 1-0 Baltimore. And then on the top of the third, Austin Wells would hit his first home run of the year to make it 1-1. Also his 5th career MLB home run in general, so congrats to him. Bottom of the fourth, James McCann would hit an RBI double to score Jorge Mateo to make it 2-1 Baltimore, and a Gunnar Henderson RBI single would make it 3-1. An Adley Rutschman RBI single would then make it 4-1 as well in the same inning. So, amazing job by the Orioles offense. Top of the sixth, though, Juan Soto would hit a solo shot, his 8th of the year, to make it 4-2, but it would be all said and done after that, and the Orioles would end up winning this game 4-2. So a really great job to take this series against their division rival. The Yankees did have on the mound Nestor Cortez, who was decent, going 6 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Just an okay start, nothing really too crazy to write home about. The Orioles had on the mound Dean Kramer, who went 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home runs to a 4.19 ERA. So that was a pretty decent start by him there. Next game we have is Royals and Blue Jays. Top of the second, scoring would open up with a Michael Massey 2-run home run to make it 2-0 Kansas City. And in the bottom of the sixth, Bo Bichette would get a run back for the Blue Jays, making it 2-1 with an RBI single. Then in the top of the 8th, Bobby Witt Jr. would get some insurance runs for Kansas City, making it 3-1 with an RBI double. Benny Pasquantino would do the same, hitting an RBI double to make it 4-1 Kansas City. A lot of RBI doubles there for them, and they would end up winning this game 4-1 against Toronto. Now the Royals would have on the mound Cole Reagan to his great 6 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts, a 3.44 ERA in the season. Reagan's got off to a little bit of a slow start, but has really gotten it back in the past few starts and has been the guy we saw last year. The Blue Jays had on the mound Jose Barrios, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts, 1.44 ERA on the season. So really solid there. So good win by Kansas City, and good job to take advantage. Next game we have is going to be Red Sox and Giants. This game would open up in the bottom of the first with a Rob Refsnyder RBI single to score Tyler O'Neill to make it 1-0 Boston. Bottom of the second, Jarren Duran would hit an RBI single to score Reese McGuire to make it 2-0. And a Rob Refsnyder RBI single again would make it 3-0. And a Wilyer Abreu RBI triple would make it 4-0 Boston in the bottom of the fourth. And after that, no scoring would commence, and the Red Sox would end up winning this game 4-0. So really nice job to shut out this Giants team and end up winning this game in a good way. I think that anytime you can get a shutout, it's a real big positive. The Giants had on the mound Logan Webb. He went 3 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not the regular Logan Webb start we're used to. He's usually a lot better than this, but I think you can take one mediocre start from Logan Webb, but he's so good otherwise. The Red Sox had on the mound Cooper Criswell, who went 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. He has been a really big surprise to the Red Sox. I did not expect him to be this good so far into his MLB career, but he's been really solid and just a really big benefactor for the Red Sox. So good for him and good for the Red Sox for signing him. Next game we have is Twins and White Sox, another one of this exciting series. The 6-24 White Sox, oh man, they are so bad. Bottom of the third, Eloy Jimenez would open up the scoring to make it 1-0 Chicago. Then in the bottom of the fourth, Tommy Pham would reach on a fielding error by Carlos Santana to make it 2-0. Top of the fifth, though, Willie Castro and Kyle Farmer would get runs back for the Twins, tying up the game at 2. Willie Castro would hit a triple and Farmer would hit a double. Both would get in 1 run to make it 2-2. Bottom of the fifth now, Danny Mendick, back with the White Sox after a short stint in New York, would make it 4-2. But a Trevor Larnach would strike out swinging, and Max Kepler would steal second base, which would cause Ryan Jeffers to steal home to make it 4-3. So an interesting play by the Twins there, and just a good job of taking advantage of that and scoring runs on it. So nice job there. Top of the 8th, Carlos Correa would tie up the game for the Twins, hitting an RBI single to make it 4-4, and a Trevor Larnach RBI single would make it 5-4. Unfortunately for them, in the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Benintendi would hit a solo shot to make it 5-5. But top of the 9th, Max Kepler would hit a sacrifice fly with 2 outs in the inning to score Byron Buxton to take it 6-5 Minnesota. They would end up winning the game off of that. So a nice job late for the Twins to come back and win it. Looked like the White Sox were going to take it for a little bit, but again, the Twins have been really good recently and have been doing really, really solid. So that's a good sign there. They are playing currently as well, so if anything exciting happens there, we may update it, but we'll probably talk about it tomorrow. For the Twins, they had on the mound Simeon Woods Richardson, who was really solid for the amount of innings he did pitch. Only went 3 2/3, going 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 2 walked, and 2 strikeouts, no home runs. Really solid start so far this season. 2.45 ERA in 14 innings, so really good job there. The White Sox had on the mound Michael Soroka, who went 4 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Not a good start to the season so far. Again, not a horrible start there, but again, I think you'd like him to go deeper into games for a guy of his caliber and what he's done in the past. So okay and not okay, just kind of decent there. So that's all you really can say about that. Next game we have is going to be Rangers and Nationals. Scoring would open up in the top of the first with a Luis Garcia RBI single to make it 1-0 Washington. For Nationals fans, that would be all they got, as Jonah Heim would hit an RBI single, a Corey Seager RBI groundout, a Josh Smith solo shot, a Nathaniel Lowe RBI single, a Evan Carter RBI single, and a Luis Taveras 2-run home run. Would make it 7-1 Texas. Scoring would happen all throughout the game. Washington would outscore after the first, and the Texans would end up winning this game 7-1. They had on the mound John Gray, who was incredible. 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, an earned run, no walks, 3 strikeouts. After the first inning, he went 7 innings of scoreless game, and even with the run, giving up 8 innings pitched, only 1 earned run. That's pretty phenomenal. Great job by him. The Nationals had Mackenzie Gore, who went 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts, a 3.19 ERA on the season. Pretty solid start there. Not going to complain too much about that. So good win by the Rangers there, and a great start by John Gray. Again, with all the pitching injuries they've had, I've talked about this a few times now, guys like John Gray, who are just kind of mediocre arms in that rotation, are going to have to step up, and that was a good job by him to be able to do that. Next game we have is going to be A's and Pirates. So this game would open up the scoring in the top of the first with a Connor Joe solo shot, his 30th of the year, to make it 1-0 Pirates. And in the bottom of the second, Abraham Toro would hit an RBI single to make it 1-1. Tyler Nevin in the same inning would also hit an RBI single to make it 2-1. Brian Hayes would hit a sacrifice fly to make it 2-2. And a JJ Bleday solo shot, his second as an A, would make it 3-2. Bleday would hit another home run, his third as an A, to make it 5-2, and the A's would end up winning this game. I mean, the A's have kind of been on fire recently. They're 14-17. Who would have thought that? I mean, geez. Pirates had on the mound Mitch Keller, who went 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Pretty solid start there. And the A's would have Alex Wood, who went 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Want to keep the walks down and want to make sure he goes deeper into the game, but still good results for him. Again, that's really kind of all you can ask for right now. So decent start for him there for the A's as well. I mean, they're rolling. I didn't think I'd say that, but they have been really, really good, so props to them. Final game we have for the AL slate is going to be Braves and Mariners. Mariners would open up the scoring in the bottom of the third with a 2-run shot from Jorge Polanco to make it 2-0. And then Dylan Moore in the bottom of the fourth would make it 3-0 with an RBI double. Top of the eighth, Ozzie Albies would answer back for the Braves, hitting an RBI single to make it 3-1. And an Austin Riley RBI single would make it 3-2. And would move Ozzie Albies and Austin Riley to third and second after a throwing error by Andres Munoz. Unfortunately for the Braves, they would not take advantage of that and would not end up scoring after that. They would lose this game 3-2 to Seattle. The Braves had on the mound Reynaldo Lopez, who again was really solid. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, a home run. Him and Jordan Hicks, I mean, they're proven that relievers can turn into starters, and when you have the right organization to do it, it's really not that hard. Both of them have been pretty extraordinary as starters, so props to them and props to their teams for recognizing this and doing it. The Mariners had on the mound Luis Castillo, who went 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Really, really amazing start there. I mean, great job. 7 innings pitched, no earned runs against an offense like the caliber of the Braves. Great job, and a great start overall for Luis Castillo. So, yeah, that is the end of our second segment here today, talking about the American League games of yesterday and just the action that comes with it. Moving into our third segment, which is going to be talking about the National League games of yesterday. So, yeah, stick around for that, and we'll see you after the break. So, thanks, and bye.